everyone. I'm live here with Eileen McNeill, and she is an artist, visual artist, as well as the founder of Ecstatic Dance Wichita. Welcome, Eileen.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here today. So the first question I always ask is to just tell us what you do and how you help people.
So I'm an artist, a visual artist, and so I create original paintings, mostly abstract expressionism is what I would categorize myself as, and also sell fine art prints. I've done murals. I do art workshops and classes. And then I also do ecstatic dance here in town, which I am very, very passionate about. It has helped me a lot in my own personal journey, and I believe strongly in it and just want to share it with other people. And so I teach classes here or offer them here in Wichita, as well as sound baths with my friend Stacy, and just all sorts of stuff, goddess gatherings, and I've done ceremonies, cacao ceremonies, and all of that stuff. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, and you can see Eileen's artwork up at the Hive. Most of the stuff she has up here is for sale. So if you want to come check it out, you can see it here. And then can you tell everybody a little bit more about what ecstatic dance is, for those who don't know?
Sure. So ecstatic dance is just a type of free form dance. Like a dance meditation is what I always say. And it's just a way for us to kind of get into our bodies and tune in. It's not about how you look or you're not trying to be a dancer per se. You're just in the moment, feeling the music and just surrendering yourself to it and allowing yourself to just flow and be present in your body. So it's all about just being present and being in your body and dancing however you want to dance. And that doesn't have to look like dance at all. It can be as weird as you want it to be. And I always encourage people, like, just get weird. Like, there's no judgment here. So it's a safe place to explore, be creative, move, and connect with other people.
I love it. I've been to several of your dances myself, and I loved how one time you did one where we also painted, right? So it's like dancing and painting, and you could kind of like dance for a little bit, take a break, go over and paint on your canvas, and then go back to dancing. And people will even like lay on the floor for a little bit, or maybe do some yoga. And it's really nice to see like how people, take it their own direction, make it their own.
Yes. And that's part of my process. And I came up with that idea. I call it color dance, because it's just part of my process as an artist. Ever since I've learned about ecstatic dance, I've just been incorporating dance in pretty much every part of my life. And it's a big part of my painting process. So when I'm starting to get into my head and overthink things and need to get back into my body, dance is one of those ways I do that, to get back into that flow state, if you will, before I engage in painting again. So that's something I wanted to offer to people as well, just to show them that it's another creative outlet for them. And you don't have to be an artist to participate. We do abstract art, so that can pretty much be anything that comes out, and no judgment. And it's all just a way for us to play and have fun and tap into that creative flow within us.
I love that. I remember there was somebody at the color dance I went to that spoke afterward and said that she had been an artist in high school but hadn't painted since then, and she was really good. And it was kind of wild to see. She was like, I think I'm going to start painting again. And so that was really cool to see that realization come out and get her back to her passion.
I love that so much. And those things happen a lot, where people come in and they've kind of suppressed that part of themselves, or have had experiences in the past that have hindered them from creating or working on art, or feeling like they even have any kind of talent, which it isn't about talent. It's just about, like I said, nurturing that creative part of ourselves that everyone has within them.
I love it. So can you give us a little bit of background into how you got going as an entrepreneur?
Yeah. So I went to college, and I have a degree actually in studio art with a concentration in painting, graphic design, and art therapy, bachelor's degree. And art has always been a part of my life. I always talk about the first moment where I kind of realized like it was a talent of mine, or something that I just came into the world with. It was back in grade school, and one of my art teachers, was just like, whoa, because I had done something completely different from everyone else. And my art teacher was just like taken back by it and was like, this is awesome. This is amazing. And that's when I first realized, okay, this is something that I have to offer the world. And so from there, I just followed my heart and went to school and, pursued art. It's always been a part of my life, and it's always been a way that I feel can help other people as well, because it's helped me tremendously in my own life to move through things that come up and process things. So I did pursue art therapy, but then I felt like, going into these psychiatric hospitals, which I worked in for quite a while, I wasn't really, I mean, they're doing good things, but at the same time, I didn't connect with it because it didn't feel right to me on a spiritual level. Like, I wanted to help people with art and with creativity, but I wanted to do it in a way that was more spiritual oriented. And so I did take all of those experiences with me and kind of branched off and been doing my own thing, just to kind of incorporate art and creativity, but with a spiritual twist, to kind of help people connect with what I say, this creative energy that's already within us that we come into the world with, and to just help them get back into that.
I love that
connection.
Well, and that's something that we talked about at your Hive Mind, right? That's something you can offer, is to do, help somebody work through their process by, painting what you experience from, their energy or their share or whatever it is. And because you said, people have looked at your artwork sometimes, and what you put into it is your process, right? You're processing your emotions, you're processing your experiences. And that can happen for other people too, through artwork, which is neat.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely open to working with people one-on-one, as well as like doing like private events or, anything that would help people. I just want to help people. That's all I want. I just want to help people.
Well, you definitely talked a little bit about your passion. Is there anything else you want to say about really that passion that's driving you, either in your art or your dance or both?
My passion really just comes from, the art and the dance have helped me connect with what I call my higher power, or my spiritual connection, my God, like what I consider God in my life. And part of that is just, I feel like God is just like this huge creative energy that flows through each and every one of us, and connecting with our own creative energy helps us connect to that greater part of ourselves, which is oneness. It's just oneness. And so that's what drives me. That's what drives my passion, and doing what I want to do and helping me move forward and share this with others, because that's just a huge part of it. I just want to help people find that and tap into it, because it's helped me. So
I love it. And so what have been some of the challenges or struggles along the way?
When I start talking about this stuff, it's kind of like hard for people to understand it sometimes. And especially in a smaller town, Kansas, Midwest, it can be a struggle to kind of bring these ideas here, because we are kind of the last to get in the know. I feel like, in other parts of the world, this is just, booming and everybody understands it, and come here to the Midwest, it can be kind of a struggle to tap into it here and to get people to understand kind of like the benefits and like to really feel, and on a soul level, what this is. So yeah, just kind of like navigating my way through that has been a struggle. But I'm consistent and I am dedicated, because I know that this is important.
Yeah, consistency and dedication, that makes everything, right?
Yes.
So in your approach, when I think about this question, I think about how you hold space for people, but you can take it whatever direction you want. But what do you really think makes you unique in how you approach either your art, your dance, or both?
My compassion and empathy for others. I've struggled with things in my life, traumas and experiences that I've had to navigate through. And so it kind of brings a perspective and an understanding for others that may be struggling or going through some things that they need to process within their dance or within their art. And I think it's important for all of us to be able to hold space for each other, especially in these times, and to just be present with one another is huge. I think that that's lacking in our society, is just to be present and to listen and to hold space for each other and open our hearts to just being compassionate and understanding.
I love that. So you're doing several different things, right? You have a lot on your plate. So how have you found like work, life, self-care alignment?
So I do my own practice, my own dance practice. Art, obviously, I have my studio behind us. Yeah, I have my own art studio here in my home, and I paint. I have a huge network of support, not only in Wichita, but like online and other groups I've connected to that I rely on and reach out to for support. There's other ecstatic dance groups that I've actually traveled to and experienced and connected with them there. And also just, there's tons of ecstatic dance events going on online that started during the pandemic or started during quarantine and have continued. So that is something I tap into and is a huge resource for me because you can dance with people from all over the world and it's amazing. So that's something I do weekly with Ecstatic Dance Worldwide, and that's something I encourage a lot of people to try if they're not quite ready to come to one of my live events in person. You can come to these online events that are offered all the time on Facebook.
Dance in the comfort of your own home, huh?
Yeah, in the comfort of your own home. And I always post ecstatic dance sets in our Facebook group. So if you just want to do one on your own, that's an option as well.
I love it. I love it. So you've been a member of the Hive, a bee at the Hive since we got your artwork here in our space. So how do you feel that the Hive has helped you professionally or personally?
Oh man, the Hive has been wonderful. I've met so many amazing people. There's a lot of people that have come to my events that have connected with me that way. And there's just so many amazing women that I look up to and that I'm just grateful to be around, that I can learn from and absorb their energy, and I think that's amazing. What you've created is just amazing, and it's something that's needed, here in Wichita for women entrepreneurs, and I'm just really grateful for it. I've attended as many events as I can because I think it's important to just like absorb as much information as I can and be around these like-minded women. These strong-willed, like passionate people is what drives me, and so I'm just thrilled to be a part of it.
That's how I feel about it too. It's like I created it because I needed that energy in my life. I need to be surrounded by other women doing cool things so that I can feel energized by that.
It's so important, and I'm a huge believer of like who you surround yourself with is what you become. And so it's important to surround yourself with the energy and the type of people that you are trying to embody and move towards. So yeah,
I love that. So what insight would you give to somebody who is at the beginning of their entrepreneurial journey, or if you want to take it a different direction, their journey with dance or art even?
With dance and art, just show up. I always tell people, like, you just coming and being here and walking through that door is like, I bow to you and I commend you for that, because that's a huge step. It's scary. It's very scary for all of us. We all go through these fears of like trying something new and different and kind of weird and we're unsure of what it's going to be like. And that's a huge thing. Just to show up is huge. So bow to you for that. And also be open-minded. Don't be afraid to try something new. Because it could be a huge thing for you. It could help you in change your life. And that's not just with dance and art, but that's with anything. Like, be open-minded, try new things, get out there, do something different besides what's your normal routine, because it can definitely help you grow and become better. And and then from an entrepreneurial standpoint, oh man, it's gonna get tough. It's gonna get tough, and you just gotta keep going. You just gotta keep going and support and surround yourself with supportive people. That's the biggest thing. Is
makes the difference. Makes all the difference.
Create that supportive environment.
Awesome. Well, speaking of supportive environment, how can we help you? And do you have what events do you have coming up?
So we don't have anything scheduled for September yet, but we are hoping that we can kind of figure out what works, what days and times work for people, because that's kind of where we're at right now, is trying to find a good day and time. People can join our Facebook group, which is Ecstatic Dance Wichita Community, and it's a private group or public group on Facebook that they can join to keep up to date on all of our events. I have my art up at Hopping Gnome right now. Just hung it up yesterday. So if you want to stop by there and check it out, that'd be cool. And I'm also going to be there tomorrow for First Friday in the evening.
Oh, awesome.
Probably like 7 to 9, I'm thinking. So if you want to stop in and say hi, that'd be awesome.
Or two bees at once.
Yes. And you can also, just find my Facebook page or my Instagram, Eileen McNeill Art, if you want to follow me along there and see what I got going on.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Eileen, for joining us today and letting us get to know you a little bit more.
Thank you so much. This was awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, bye, everyone.